Hello. It's day 33. Day 33 of my 33 mindful moments. I'm excited for today, you guys. I'm excited for this final day. I'm excited for these 33 days. I'm so grateful that you guys have been with me on this 33 days of mindful moments. It has meant the world to me. I want to do a few deep breaths and then I want to talk about today's message and get going. I'm excited about it. And breathe 3 breaths with me in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. First of all, I want to say thank you. These 33 days have been unbelievable for me, holding me to a practice of connecting with you guys and being mindful and giving attention to that. And because I've done that, it's grown in my life. So thank you for joining me. It's been amazing. What I want to do today is I want to put this thought in your head, and then I'm going to give you an assignment. I want to give you a platform to jump off in a new way for yourself. And one thing I just want to say at the beginning is that we are never the same. Tomorrow, or actually today, we are not exactly the same as we were yesterday. Our body has changed, the world has changed. So even if you have a same routine every day, it's never exactly the same. So start allowing yourself to think that each moment is fresh, each moment is new, and each moment there lies possibility. I'm going to read a poem that my friend Brent Potter sent me after his wife died recently. It's called Invictus. And it's kind of lengthy, but the last 2 sentences are the winners. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeons of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. By W.E. Henley. You guys, I'm the master of my fate and the captain of my soul. Those words are so powerful. Know that everything that's happening in your life, you are co-creating. Here's what I want to do. You know how people talk about what would your gravestone say? What would your tombstone say about you? Like, what would you want it to say? I want to think in that same vein, but I want you to think this. If you had a book about your life when you die, what would the book say? What would the book read? Think about your book. Think about your legacy. Think about what you want to leave on this planet. Think about that. You don't have to do it right now, but I do want you to do this. And you can post here what it is, or you can share later, or however you want to. If you had a book about your life when you die, what would the book say? Write the 1-sentence summary of the book. What would you want the summary sentence of your life to say? For example, I'm going to give 2 examples for me. I could write and say, shining her light, Leigh Koechner authentically shared her humor and heart as she healed, learned, evolved, and loved. And then I put, allowing that love to bubble over on everyone around her. Or, Leigh Koechner was unapologetically flawed and fabulous, and she lived life with compassion and balls. So what would be the 1 sentence that people would share to summarize your book of your life? Think about that 1 sentence. When you get that 1 sentence of your life, write it down. Then, once you have that, start outlining the chapters of that life. So don't think of what it is right now. Think of what you want it to be. What do you want your life story to be? Write that down, then write down the chapters of your life. I did mine last night in 10 minutes right before I fell asleep so I could share it with you what it could possibly look like. When you get to, write the factual ones down first. Chapter 1, how you were raised. Chapter 2, what happened. Chapter 3, and then get up to the point of now. Then the next chapter, go crazy, go big, use your imagination, let it be wild. Okay, so I did mine, and mine was 15 chapters. I wrote it last night, and I'm going to post it here so you can look at it and reference it. I want to read you my last 4 chapters. So it's just an outline, but I started with the ones that haven't happened yet, but I'm thinking big and allowing my mind to go to the possibility of life, not to what it is today, right now. Chapter 12. Leigh writes her first New York Times bestseller, travels the world speaking about happiness and joy, has her hit show that touches millions of people with its humor, compassion, and balls, and Leigh is grateful. Chapter 13. Leigh is living in the moment, awake to all of her blessings as she eases into the final decade of her life. Chapter 14. Leigh realized that as she gave of herself, she fed herself. As she shared her life and her healing with others, as she shared her life and her healing, others moved towards sharing and healing too. And then chapter 15, this is my favorite, and this is my final chapter of my life, in my outline. While lying in her beach house, surrounded by her children and their children, Leigh closed her eyes, took her last breath, and then ascended into her beloved David's arms in heaven. Although David looked different than he did on earth, Leigh recognized him immediately. Leigh recognized his light from before she came down to earth. David was her favorite star. Leigh died. Oh, this makes me want to cry. Leigh died knowing that she had done what she came to the planet to do. Okay, I'll have to tell you, I did that just for this exercise, but it was fun to write my life. It was fun to envision how I want to die. It was fun to know the things that I dream of doing before this life is over. So do this with me, you guys. Think about, and I think I entitled it, I just entitled mine, A Story Fulfilled by Leigh Koechner. So write whatever your story is, write your statement describing your life, do your chapter breakdown. Mine was 15. What's cool about this is that this is going to give me a game plan and next steps. So now I know I'm at number 12 in my chapters. I only have 15, man. I'm at number 12 of my chapters, so now I have to write my New York Times bestseller. How much fun is that? And then I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, speaking about my heart and love, but that's going to take me traveling the world to share it in a big way on big stages and auditoriums filled with thousands of people. And then from that, I'm going to have a hit show. Do I have to have the hit show? No, but will it reach a lot of people? Yes. So you guys, give yourself the gift of kind of seeing where you've been and then creating big thoughts, big dreams, and big magic for the next chapters. And do your final chapter, Plan out your dream way to go and write that. Because thoughts become things when we move towards them. I used to do an idea of a cotton ball, that you can lay a cotton ball in front of you and make that your want, and then you can walk and pick that cotton ball up, and nobody can keep you from picking that cotton ball up except yourself. That's how easy things can be. It doesn't have to be hard. Everything is a possibility. Every moment is new. Every mindful moment is fresh. It's attached to nothing. The only constant we have in our life is the present moment. And when you're living in it, you are all in your life. I am so honored to have had this time with you guys. I'm so excited. If you allow yourself the opportunity to try this thing, I typed my 15 chapters out literally in 15 minutes last night before I went to bed because I wanted to have it ready for you guys this morning. Do it that fast. If you overthink it, then you're not being present, right? Because you're spinning and you're outside. Let your pen flow, or your fingers on the keyboard, or your pencil, or whatever you're writing with, let it flow. Because when you know what you want and you have a clear vision of what you want, you can go and pick it up like that cotton ball. Remember that you are the captain of your soul. You are the author of your story. Everything that's happened to you so far in your life was meant to happen. It's a part of your learning. It's a part of your healing. And if you can take what you've learned and healed from and help others with it, it's amazing. It's amazing. So I love you guys so much. I'm so proud to have this time with you. I'm so touched that you showed up to do this with me, and I look forward to what's coming next. And give yourself the gift of breaking your story down, because when you see those final chapters, you know your next step in life to create what you want. It's so brilliant. I mean, I'm just saying it right now because I just did it really quickly, and now I see what I need to do. I don't have to wonder what's next. I know what's next. To create that deathbed in a beach house surrounded by my children and my children. I read this to Dave on the way and I wept because I said, that was my favorite star, and I started crying. And then he said, I died first. And I was like, yes. God, I am so grateful for this 33 days. I'm so grateful for this mindfulness documentary that is going to be made, because it brought me into mindfulness. It got me to explore it. It got me to connect with these people. And it got me to do these Facebook Lives that I've always wanted to do. Shower love on me and everyone watching and everyone in the world, but especially this group right now, that we can move forward in a powerful way of being present and not spinning in the past or worrying about the future, but being in the moment of our lives. Let us feel how magnificent we are. Let us uncover the gunk that shines our bright light. God, we are so grateful for our blessings. I'm grateful for my family here today. I can celebrate my new independence. More room inside of my body to be filled with love and clarity and mindfulness to do the things that I want to do, that I'm here to do. Thank you so much for this time together. Amen. I love you guys. Thank you so much.